Hello everyone, in this small tutorial I will be talking about the tab list or custom tabs and how we can implement it in Windows as well as in Mac OS. Now we have seen list of items. Whenever we have a list of items, we can either number it from the paragraph group. We can also use bullets to present it. But sometimes we have a list of items that is in the form of a name and a value pair. For example, we have the supercomputer name and the number of cores. It's a name value pair, and I want to represent it in this format as shown in the output here. So when we have list of items like this, we use custom tabs or tab list. And what I mean by these custom tabs or tab list is basically we control the behavior of the tab key on the keyboard. The tab key on the keyboard is basically this key here that you can see. You can press on your keyboard as well. And the normal behavior in Microsoft Word is when you press this key, it makes a small jump by 0.5 inches. So this is a normal behavior. But the custom tabs in Microsoft Word, it allows us to control this behavior. And to control this behavior, we need to provide different properties to Microsoft Word. And those properties are the position, the alignment, and the tab leaders. So we will talk about them one by one. So first, let us talk about the position. So the position, basically the number that you provide to Microsoft Word, it gives the information at which location the pointer, the insertion point, should jump to. It is maybe 1 inch or 2 inch or 3 inch or 1.5 inch. You need to provide that information. Second thing, you need to provide the information about the alignment. Alignment means how the text will be ordered at that particular position. When it makes the jump, how you want the text to be aligned. So you need to provide that information as well. Now, the third thing that you need to provide is what is called the tab leaders. Tab leaders basically control the space when you make the jump from the starting point to the tab position. So when I make the jump from one point to the next location, the space, normally it is empty. It is just empty space, but we can control this space here. We can control and we can fill it with different symbols, and those are basically called tab leaders. Tab leaders, they can be dots, they can be dashes, they can be underscores as well. So we need to provide this information as well when we are creating our own custom tabs. Now let's see. If you look at this output here, you will notice that this tab list is basically starting not from the beginning of the line. It has certain space. It makes a jump. In this example, the jump is about 1.5 inch. So the text first jumps from the starting position to 1.5 inch location, and that space is basically empty. The names, where the name of the list item they are starting, that space is basically empty right now. So the first jump, that first tab that I want to create, it will be at 1.5 inch location. Then the second tab that I want to create, that will be at 8 inch location, and you will notice here in this case the space is filled with dots. You will notice that here the space is filled with dots when I make the jump to a different location. So this space, these dots, they are basically called your tab leaders. So when the question related to this tab list comes in the exam or in any exercise, I will give you these three information in the question. And how the information will be provided to you in the question? It will be provided to you in this format. For example, if you look at this question here, it says select the list of items starting with supercomputer name, number of cores, and insert a left tab at 1.5 inch position and right tab with dotted leaders at 8 inch position. So what I will do is I will write it down, the position, the alignment, and the tab leaders. So if I look at the question one more time, you can see here the first tab is at 1.5 inch position. So I will write down that okay, the first tab is at 1.5 inch location. The alignment at this tab, it is also provided in the question that it should be left aligned. So since it is a left tab, so I will make it left aligned, and it doesn't say anything about the leader in the question. So that means there is no leader for this tab. Now if you continue reading the instruction, you will see the next tab that we have to create is a right tab with dotted leaders at 8 inch position. That means I will write it down, the position of this tab is 8 inch. The alignment, it says it's a right tab, that means it is a right aligned tab, and then it has dotted leaders, that means the leaders we have to use are basically dots. So these are the three properties that you will provide for this custom tab. So let's see how we can create it. I will select the list of items. So I have selected, and then I will go to the paragraph settings, and here the bottom left corner we have the tabs button. I will click on this tabs button. It will open the tab list menu. So here I will provide the information, the three properties, the position, the alignment, and the leaders. So first I will write the position of the first tab, which is 1.5. It is left aligned and it has no leaders. So it is left aligned, I will check this, and no leaders. Now make sure you have to set the tab before you can press OK. Whatever tabs you have created, they will appear in this box. If the tabs that you want to create, if they are not in this box and you press OK, in that case the tabs will not work properly. So since I want to create two tabs, so I will now create the second one with these properties. So I will write down the position is 8 inch, the alignment is right, and the leaders are 2. And once again, before I press OK, I will press set. When I press set, now the two tabs are in the box. After that I can press OK, and now if I press OK, so the tabs have been created for this list of items. So you see the left tab is at 1.5 inch, the right tab at 8 inch position you cannot see right now because it's the orientation of the page is in portrait mode, but I will change it to landscape in a few seconds. So how to apply the tabs now? It's very simple. You click in the beginning of the list and you press the tab key. The tab key, once again, from the keyboard. From the keyboard you will press the tab key, this tab key that you see here right now. So when you press the tab key, it will make a jump to 1.5 inch location. Similarly, you press the tab key one more time, it will make the jump to 1.5 inches one by one. Now to show you the 8 inch tab, I will change the orientation to landscape, and let's see now here in this exercise for the values of the number of cores. Now what I will do is just before the value I will press the tab key. So if I click on the second list of item, let's say here the Fugaku Japan, just click before the 7, and then if I press the tab key from the keyboard, this tab key, so if I press this tab key on the keyboard, it will make a jump from this location to 8 inch and it will be right aligned. The same goes for the other values at 8 inch. So all these values will jump to 8 inch, right aligned with dotted leaders. So that is how you can make the tab list in Microsoft Word for Windows. Now, in case of Mac OS, the location from where you can access the tabs, it's slightly different. So let me show you how you can access that as well. So here once again I will select the list of items. Now there is no small arrow dialog box from where I can open the paragraph settings. So here I can simply click on this line and paragraph spacing option button in the home tab, and then I can click on line spacing options. It will open this menu, and from here you can access the paragraph settings, the indentations, the spacing. You can access them from here. And here once again the indentation before basically means the left indent, after means the right indent, and the special first line and hanging, they are already here. But we will go to the tabs button again, and here I can add the tabs as well. And once again you see the box on the left side. This is where you have to add the custom tabs which you want to create, and once again you will type the value of the first tab, 1.5 inch. It is left aligned. Instead of set button we have the plus button here, so it will add it to the list of tabs that we have created. The second one is at 8 inch. It is right aligned. From the alignment I will choose right, and for the leader I will choose dots. And now instead of set I will click plus again. It will add it to the list of tabs, and then I can press OK, and the rest of the procedure is similar. We first, let me change the orientation to landscape so I can show you the tab positions that have been created. So we have tab at 1.5 inch and 8 inch location. So how to use the tab? Once again we follow the same procedure. We press the tab key on the keyboard to make sure our list starts at 1.5 inch, and then for the values I will press the tab key. That will make the values jump to 8 inch position, right aligned with